Hello, beautiful Facebook people. It's Mel here. 4 o'clock it is, on for my 4 o'clock live today. I'm out and about today, so I'm at a pub in South Melbourne. I've had meetings all day and then I've got an event tonight, so I'm at this beautiful little pub. So the lighting's not that great and I hope you can't hear the background music. But today I'm going to talk about death. It's a topic that I know lots about. I actually haven't died and come back to life, but I've been privileged to work in oncology and palliative care, so I've been around death for 20 years. And the reason for this Facebook Live today is that I've become very comfortable having conversations around death, of course, because I've worked in that space for 20 years. And I had to then develop a philosophy for myself on living as well, and understanding what the purpose of life was, so I could understand why so many people of all different ages were dying, and so that I could come to some peace around that, to keep doing the work that I was doing. And I was at a funeral. I had a funeral on Monday, a beautiful, beautiful woman, 48 years old, who died of CA, cancer of the breast, and left behind 3 beautiful children and a husband and so many beautiful people. And she was just an amazing woman, and due to talking about death, did a lot of pre-planning, which was amazing, and it's left her family in such a better space. It's always challenging, of course, but in a better space than what they could have been had those conversations not happened and the planning happened. And then today I was privileged to catch up with a beautiful woman called Jan Sutherland, and she's what's called a death doula. And it's a new thing that I've become aware of. Apparently there are 17 in the state of Victoria, and these are practitioners who specialise in having conversations around death and doing end-of-life care and advanced care planning. And I was asking her about her business and how everything's going, and very much understand that it's very challenging because people don't talk about death very much. The one thing that, well, we have a lot in common, but the one thing that we all have in common is that we are actually going to die. And a lot of people will say to me that they've got a birthday coming up and they're not happy about it, and oh my God, I'm 40, or oh my God, I'm 50. Sometimes, oh my God, I'm turning 25 or 60 or 70. And I say, are you kidding? You're so lucky to be having a birthday. You know, I know so many people that would have done anything for another birthday but didn't get the chance. And it makes them look at things a little bit differently, and they're like, yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, I am lucky to get another year. And from all of my experience, I learnt to look at life that it's short, and you don't know what's around the corner. So I've really learnt to live my life to the fullest, hence why I've stepped out and doing out of my comfort zone constantly and doing new things, and started a business just because I wanted to make the most of my life, and I'm all about living with no regrets. So feel free to pop in how you feel about death. Are you comfortable about it? Are you not? And the whole reason for talking about death is, I feel, is so we can live, have those conversations, the elephant that's in the room, so that then we can get on with living. And that's what we did in palliative care, is that we'd have death conversations, but a lot of the time we'd be talking about living and talking about, making, helping people achieve goals and plans and things that they want to do, and helping them leave behind their legacy and realise that the legacy that they already have, that quite often they weren't even aware of the amazing contributions that they'd already made. And so Jan Sutherland, as a death doula, does amazing work with end-of-life care planning and advanced care planning. So for those that are at their end of the life, and also for those that are not quite there yet, hopefully, but can do that pre-planning. And the importance of this is that she did share a story about a person that had $1 million worth of Bitcoin and died, and because no one knew the passwords, then that's just, I don't know much about Bitcoin, but no one was able to retrieve that money. And there's a lot of stories like that out there. And what Jan does she's got this amazing book. I asked, can I have the book? I said, I want to talk about this today. This amazing book that she's put together with everything you need to know, all of the wheels, all that sort of business, but then all of the passwords that you need, and you can keep log of that. And as I'm saying this to all of you, I'm actually saying it to myself as well, because I actually need to update my will. And I also need to give my family all of my passwords to everything if something did happen. And the reason for doing this is so that then in the bereavement phase for everybody else, then, because it's already challenging, you know, someone's died, it's horrible, it's quite often it's a shock. That's where I found cancer to actually be a bit of a gift, because it has a trajectory that's usually quite steady, so it gives you time for planning and having conversations. But of course, as you would all probably know of people that just something happened and they just dropped dead suddenly. So there's all that profound shock for the family and grief that they have to go through. Plus, on top of that is then managing all of these things, the finances, the bits and pieces. So it's just to help, you know, and having those discussions so that people know what you want. And I do it quite often with my family. We'll be somewhere and out for dinner or whatever, and a song might come on, and everyone that knows me well knows how much I love Elvis as well. And a song will come on, I'll be like, I want this song at my funeral, please, just remember that. And they know all the songs that I want at my funeral. And they're used to me now. Dad used to go, oh, don't talk about that. And I'm like, Dad, you know, it's a fact of life, you know, who knows what will happen. But now I know that they will do it well and celebrate and have all my great songs there. And so I'm living every day like it's my last, so that I have no regrets. So this advanced care planning and this death doula, so who is it for? It is for, well, really it's for everybody, but quite often we haven't got time, we're too busy. Oh yeah, I'll get onto that, I'll do that one day. But the reason is they set it all out for you and make it really, really simple so that you can get everything in line and then get on with living. It's also great for people that are looking after their parents as well, because quite often they can be elderly, you know, in aged care, needing a lot of services. So just having that extra support from professionals that are there that can help out and make that process and that transition as easy as possible. And also for, of course, people that are actively dying as well. And there's services out there which I used to work in, which was palliative care, where we do that as well. But it's, the advanced care planning and the doula work is for probably, ideally, for those that death is not imminent. So it's pre-planning and having those conversations. Hey, Suzanne. Dad, 82, just about to get a triple or quadruple bypass. Wow. Death has been talked about, but this surgery has highlighted as well. Yeah, thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, that's great. It's something that we don't talk about very well in life, and it's something that's going to happen to all of us eventually. For some sooner than later, but to have those conversations just really helps that peace of mind at the end, and then helps you to just get on with living and making the most of it. So if anyone's interested, just send me a messenger, a Facebook messenger, and love to put you in contact with Jan. She's an incredible woman, so passionate, and has a beautiful why, because of course you get into these places probably from not having that service. So that's what she found, is that her mother actually died and that service wasn't available, and she went through a lot of hardship, and it made that bereavement and that transitioning stage quite difficult. And then it didn't allow her, I suppose, to, and I'm probably putting words in your mouth, Jan, but this is my understanding, is that it didn't allow you to be able to enjoy those last days as much with your mum because of the heightened stress. And it wasn't just days, I know it went on for quite a while, so you weren't able to enjoy that. This is what I took from our conversation. She wasn't able to enjoy that time as much with her mother, because she had quite a lot of stress going on in the background about arranging all these affairs and things like that. So that's what I want to talk about today, something a bit different, but it's conversations that we need to have. So, and really what I'm all about is raising awareness and allowing safe spaces for these conversations to happen. And it's not like if you talk about it, you're going to make it happen, but it's talking about it so that, yeah, you can get on with living and enjoying life and make things easier for each other. So put it out there, just if you're around the dinner table, just have some conversations, just, you know, what you would like, so that then everybody knows, and then you can just get on with living. Beautiful. Suze, hello, good. Another Susan. Interesting topic, Mal. Wow, what a great service Jan offers. I'm back at home to be with my ageing parents. Years to live yet, hopefully, but very fortunate they are happy talking about death. Do not resus. You know, oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, well, that would be making your job a lot easier. Not a job, it's not probably the right word, but yeah, that would be making your time a lot more easier with them. And, you know, look, I'm also honouring that some people don't want to go there. And I've been in that position a lot of times as a palliative care nurse. And, you know, you have to respect that as well. And sometimes there's quite a lot of cultural stuff around that too. So, you know, horses for courses. But for those that are open and willing, then it's very much worth having those conversations. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. All right, my gorgeouses, have a beautiful day. And also, if you're around, we've got Joyful Entrepreneurs. We've got a beautiful speaker coming down from Queensland talking about courage and how it's required in business. The beautiful Chris Henderson, that's on Tuesday night. And also, I became aware it's International Women's Day. So I'd love all the women and the men to come to Joyful Entrepreneurs. You'll find it on my business page, Success on Purpose. Also, there'll be links on my website, successonpurpose.net.au. I'm just trying to think where it is. So you can, or just send me a Facebook message if you can't find it. Love to see you there. It's going to be a great night. Lovely to see you too, gorgeous. All the best in New Zealand, and thanks for coming on, and lots of love to your parents as well. So have a great weekend all. I've got my 2-day workshop, which is a follow-on from my half-day workshop this weekend. So really looking forward to that. It's my second one. The first one was amazing, just blew my mind. One of the highlights was one of the beautiful participants had quite a fear around writing. And from unpacking a lot of limiting beliefs and things over the weekend, she came to realise that she is actually going to be a writer. And her greatest fear was her greatest strength. It is her greatest strength. As with me, doing Facebook Lives. I was terrified of public speaking, didn't even want to talk to more than one person. And now, yeah, it's become a real gift in my world. So have a beautiful weekend all, and sending lots of love, and off to have a beautiful, hey Ash, we're going to have a great night tonight with the B&I team. Much love, bye.